Yeah. What's up, guys? We did like nobody's business. It's another Thursday, and you're welcome to a very exciting, interesting, intriguing episode of the BMPS show, Bald, Muscle, Pot-Bellied, and Skinny. And I am Kofi Hayford. I'm your host. I'm here with my G's. I'm talking about Possible representing the Skinny, Nanye representing the... Oh, Nanye.
The bald and bartender.
The bald...
I'm just happy to be behind the bar, man.
Yeah, and of course my brother Oliver the Molded Rock. And when you say, Charlie, when we talk about Molded Rock, then you know we're talking about the metals, right? Yeah, so he's representing the muscled. Today, this conversation, we can't have this conversation all by ourselves, because we need an expert and someone who is deep into the matter to talk about the matter. So are you ready to have a discussion on this matter? That's what we're asking you. The BMPS show is proudly brought to you by Johnny Walker, Keep Walking, Big Bold Flavor. I was just about saying something else, but it's fine. Yeah. But yeah, Johnny Walker Black Label, Big Bold Flavor. Make sure that, it's a Thursday. I'm sure tomorrow you're probably meeting out with friends. Saturday you're hanging out with your family and friends. Just make sure that there is that bottle of... Johnny Walker Black Label on the table. Trust me, the conversations go really different when there is Johnny Walker on there. But make sure you drink responsibly, because that's what the folks at Johnny Walker believe in. Once again, I'm Kofi Hayford, and today on the topic, we are discussing AI. Not the singer who has changed his name to AC. We're talking about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. AI in everyday life. Is it a friend or it's a foe? I don't know if you've used any of these new AI apps and sites and what have you, but today we'll take a look at it and delve deeper into it and see whether it's a friend, we know it has come to stay, right? But is it going to be a friend or a foe? I personally have had my issues with it. Of course, I'm a student at African University College of Communications. Shouts to my brother, Eme. Quite a number of times in group assignments, my friends, my colleagues, my mates have used AI to make their work very easy. But I was so pissed at it because then I think they didn't put in any work. And that kind of irks me, right? But that's not to say that AI is rubbish. So today we're going to look at the different facets of AI in everyday life, in universities, in high schools, at workplaces, in churches, at business centers. Possible is a trader. He's a business guy that deals in clothing. How does it help him? How does it, disadvantage him? and all that. There are so many ways. Nanye is the CEO of Mood Seasons, and how is AI going to affect him? One thing that I know AI cannot do is to lift metals. But he will have another way of using AI. Is it going to help him? But if AI go feel help, make her bend this man, like after the show, I'll pay $1 million to get AI.
I'll be like the show.
Like I will pay $2 million, make it not help you.
But anyway, so that's the conversation we're having today. Please be a part of it. Be our guest. Use the hashtag the BMPS show on Joy Prime. We have our brother Sammy. Sammy has been on one of the episodes already when we talked about blue balls a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, and he represented you, Skinny.
Whoa!
And his views were very interesting, except that he wasn't too controversial. He was sitting on the fence. But today he won't sit on the fence because Sammy is actually a very huge part of the conversation. So guys, we'll definitely have to, link into it. We are having a social media poll. So definitely you'll see whether AI has become a friend or a foe. Sammy, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, there is also a Vox Pop. So we're going for a Vox Pop right now. Sammy's a very fine guy, he's a very nice boy. Like I see him on the street, I'm like, yo, dude. It look pasta.
You said
all the AI.
All the AI.
All the AI.
My first AI. Anyway, so we're going to go for a Vox Pop right now. We went on the streets to find out from our friends on the streets, what do they think about AI? Is it, a friend or a foe? Take a listen.
Oh, I would say it's a friend because it helps us, especially our students. It helps us in our everyday life, doing our quizzes and examinations and those stuffs. So it's our friend, it's our helper.
Actually, AI is a good thing, but sometimes it is not good to group to it to that extent.
AI, to me, is not bad. It helps in discovering a lot of knowledge, but it all depends on ethical issues bothering AI.
I believe AI is a fool because it's, when we implement AI in our daily activities, it will drive the workers, like the human resources, out of their workspace.
It's a friend. AI is very good because looking at the way the world is evolving, it's good we also evolve along the way the world is evolving.
Get ready to witness the ultimate celebration of Ghanaian football. It's the 6th annual Ghana Football Awards. Experience an evening of unrivaled glamour and high-octane excitement at the Grand Arena as we recognize and honor the best and the brightest football stars Ghana and Africa have to offer. In this election year, join us as we unite the country through the beautiful game, showcasing the power of football to bring people together beyond political lines. Be prepared to revel in an unforgettable night of entertainment and dazzling moments that will leave you breathless. Let's celebrate our stars on the 29th of June, a night that promises to be nothing short of extraordinary. Ghana Football Awards, it's a Football Impact Africa initiative powered by Activate 360 and proudly supported by Multimedia Group and AE Mediacom. Sponsored by Safari Valley, Big League Sports and Game Lounge. The Ghana Football Awards, celebrating the stars of our passion and uniting the nation through football.
Life in Denmark can be quite different for an African legend like Michael Essien. The weather, the food, the silence. But there is always a place you can call home.
Home is where your heart is.
Sportybet. Play with champions.
Owning a home is not just an accomplishment, it's a dream come true. However, securing the necessary funding to buy or build your dream home often poses a significant challenge. This year, make that dream a reality at the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair 2024. Join us and receive expert financial advice that can help you acquire your very own house. Plus, learn insider tips on transforming your house into a warm and welcoming home. Don't miss the 15th edition of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Take the first step towards home ownership and creating the perfect living space for you and your family. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and powered by the Plant City Extension Project from Citizen Habitats. Rent to own and sponsored by Elegant Homes and General Construction Limited, where quality meets value. Sun Via Limited, safety and home solution. You think of a door, we have it. G&J Technical Services, G&J, the generator people. Clifton Homes, beautiful home, wise investment. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough. Virtual security, complete security solution. Yobent Security Doors, protecting lives and property. DPS Pipes, connecting you to life. Superlock, you deserve the best. Everlast UPVC windows and doors, the right choice for your windows. Another quality solution from Interplast. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Get a house, make it a home.
everybody, my name is Patricia Amabonsu, and I'm excited to share with you that the 6th edition of the Love FM High Schools Debates will be hitting your screens very soon. We're going to be live on your radio, Love 99.5 FM, and also on your multi-CV video box. All you need to do is to tune in to Joy Learning or Joy Prime, and you will get to catch every action right here on the Love FM High Schools Debate. We're also going to be live on social media. Search for LUV 99.5 FM with the hashtag LUVFMHSD. Wherever you are, don't go anywhere. It's going to be more fireworks on this year's edition of the Love FM High Schools Debate. See ya!
Alrighty, so you're welcome back from that break. I'm sure you've heard what the people on the street said, and you can also let us know what you think by using the hashtag the BMPS show and also BMPS on Joy Prime. Today we're just delving into the conversation of AI. Charlie, you're welcome. It's the second time on the show. How do you feel? You look good, or you look dapper.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm getting the impression that your fine face is an AI version.
Yes.
It's AI.
You know you can actually do that. You can actually infuse AI into videos. You can change your face to a female.
Yeah, that's... No, hold on. That's on the computer.
No. Even as we broadcast, we have other features.
But I'm not talking about broadcast. Feel my hand. Can you change my hand now?
No, really.
Not yet. Thank you very much.
We are not there yet.
What is AI? What is AI?
AI is simply artificial intelligence. It's giving a computer the ability to make choices or give information based on something that has been fed to it. So when you feed the computer, or I'm trying to make it simple so that it doesn't become complicated. When you feed a computer program a lot of data to the extent that now it understands, let's say, how to make a cocktail. You fed it a lot of data about cocktails. Now if you ask it to create something that is not existing before, because of the information you're giving it, it can come together and create something different from what already exists. It's because of how you fed it. Yes. So with that development now, new things are being made in terms of imagery, wording. No matter what you're doing, you can actually put in, because there's data. I don't know if you heard of big data. There's a lot of data being accumulated for a couple of years, and we didn't even know what to use them for. So we were taking selfies, videos, voice recording, phone calls. All these data on Google were being packed up. And now they are putting them to use by converting them into useful information for AI to take and to utilize. That's all about it.
That's basically what AI is. I'm tempted to ask you whether it's a friend or a foe, but I mean, not now. I think that would be too quick. But let me come to you, Nanye. Have you experienced AI yet?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, how do you use AI?
In different things, whether it's ChatGPT in particular, I use. So I think it's like a glue for me. You have a sort of breach of information, and then you're trying to find out something, you're trying to collate things together, you're trying to be able to analyze the data and information to come up with a conclusion. So it could be, for example, what kind of scents make people feel a certain way? Yeah, it could be what kind of scents feel a certain way. You could give it some information about the ancient history, about how it was used. You can give an example of sort of what kind of customer feedback you're getting. And say, okay, you know what, I want the customer to feel this particular way. What sort of ingredients and what sort of compositions could I use to make it? Instead of having to read a whole book and having to research, it can be in one place and I get the answer. And then it's up to me and my creativity to make it real. But it's there in theory. And you know, it's a best friend. It can't.
AI is your best friend?
Absolutely.
So it definitely cannot be a foe.
Mine has a name.
So what?
My ChatGPT has a name.
Okay.
Angela.
Why did you name it with a middle name?
Nah, man. I mean,
like Kofi.
You don't tell males your secrets, you know.
No. So keep it for me. I'll pick it. I'm sorry. So have you used AI yet?
I've used it mostly with sometimes if I'm battling with something that I have no idea about, I go to AI. So my AI is called Yaro. So I always go to.
I'm sorry. So when you say your AI, are you talking about the one on Snapchat?
No.
Okay.
No.
So
what about you?
Perhaps that's what I'm using.
The one on Snapchat.
Maybe I haven't grown into the bigger picture yet.
Okay.
So that is why I go, because when I go there, if I have something battling with me, I ask. If I'm not able to even get concrete answer to that, I get information. And even AI, if it doesn't even know about what you are even saying, it might even tell you that, okay, this part you need an expert. But I think with that, you are able to get some idea from what exactly you want to, because, you know, in a logistics or maybe shipping terrain, there are some things that, fine, I've been there because I've been doing the job since school time, but there are some things that maybe I might not know, unless maybe I go, I ask, then, I mean, things that you've already learned previously, or maybe things that you've learned for the past years, you get some idea of what exactly he's saying, although it's not in the same fraternity with you, but you have an idea of what, you know, you want to deliver.
Yeah. I see. Posse.
On the umpel.
Oh yes.
I mean, it's not like I don't like it. If you're using it, it's very friendly.
Well, very friendly.
If you are using it,
okay,
it's very friendly. But that's the thing of it broadly, what it does and how it's moving. I think it's very dangerous. I think it is. Like, especially when you can actually use AI to, just like he said, like change your features on a screen or on a computer. So you can become.
And I've seen some really interesting.
Yeah. So you can become like a different person, even though you are Kofi. And the fact that I was just telling them before the show started, the fact that they can actually inculcate your voice, pick your voice, and then you wouldn't say, it wouldn't be you saying the thing. No. The person will just pick your voice to create something, and then we'll label it
as something from you.
Something from you. It is. I think that part is very dangerous. But if you are on it using it, it is very friendly. It gives you everything that you need. But I think, like, broadly, it is dangerous. Yeah.
I mean,
so you think it's a friend?
Yeah, it's a friend.
You also think it's a friend?
I hear what he's saying, but I think the danger only comes from the human involvement. So the same way you can create an image or video of someone, they could use it to impersonate and maybe steal data. Someone could also use that video. I've seen, there was a video that Kanye West had done, had utilized AI.
That was actually what I saw, and I was like,
yeah. So he had utilized AI to recreate Kim Kardashian's father. It was an image, a video image of him speaking with the same voice.
Yeah.
And reminding her of the things that she loved about him, right? And it made her feel, it made you feel happy. Now it's the use.
But how does it work though? Because, for example, the very first time, when this whole AI thing started creeping in, I think one place where people were using it was on Snapchat.
Yeah.
And I felt it was nonsensical for you to be having a conversation with your AI. Like, for me, that part does not make sense, right? Because then, so you know what you are doing. You know you are talking, like we have said, AI is responsive to questions or info that you are seeking from it based on the data that you have input, right? So why are you asking the guy something that
you already know?
But why are you asking the guy something you already know?
Yeah, but that's what people do on Snapchat, for example.
That's what I'm saying, it's people. It's not the AI.
It's not the data that you feed it per se, like your name alone. It already knows things. Yes, it has been trained. That's what we call the training aspect of the whole AI. It has been trained on that data apart from what you already told.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can ask it from scratch. You don't know the AI anyway. It doesn't know you anyway. You can ask the AI, how do I set up my account?
Yeah, but I've been asking it, how do I make money? And it doesn't tell me. I've asked that on
there is this thing called...
That's on a light note. No, but I have. Sometimes when I'm bored, and that's how I started using it. You know, I went on Snapchat, it's like, hi, Kofi, how can I help you? And I'm like, I need to make money. And he says, oh, I'm so sorry about that. Sometimes I'm like, with 3 so I said I need money. You know, but that's on the lighter side, though.
Well, the model I'm using is a bit lower. But there's something called benchmarking model. There's a whole lot of areas concerning this AI. Even prompting, the way you speak to it will allow it to give you the information that you need. So you can ask it how to make money, but it won't give you any information because it has been streamlined to give information when you ask it in a particular way. So instead of just going straight to...
like, you have to, what, corporate?
Yeah. It's like, exactly. So you could ask it in a certain way. If you were a bank manager and you had no money and you wanted to start a business and you have this certification, what can I do in areas like Africa? That's a long statement, but to start giving you things.
So, you have to be more specific.
Yes, depending on the AI you're using.
Okay.
So the Snapchat AI is not as strong yet. So it's just...
What are some of the biggest AI tools?
Oh, right now ChatGPT is among the top. Then we have Meta AI. Meta AI is also on top. And then we have... some are for different purposes. Image generation, we can talk about DALL-E, we can talk about some other platforms like... QuickBooks and so on and so forth. They all have different functions. So depending on what you need at the moment, you can go to Midjourney, you can go to Snap AI, you can go to Meta AI. They play different roles. But it's like a lot of people are limited to the ChatGPT, so they don't know the functions.
Right.
That's why our mindset is locked. Yes, but it has so many. There's a trend going on right now where people are reanimating memes. I don't know if you've seen it.
No.
An image that is flat, but now the image begins to move. Yeah. Very old memes that the people have now grown, they are mature, but now these memes are coming to life. As if they recorded a video at that moment, but they were just pictures. Some are very scary and some are very funny too.
Very interesting. So Nanye, I'd like to come to you again. So, I mean, you gave us, clinical examples of how you use your AI. And then your argument is AI is a friend. But so you're literally saying that it can be a foe depending on who is using it.
How you use it. AI brings some maybe structure to my creativity. That's how I see AI. So like he was saying, I think the reason why I'm interested in ChatGPT in particular is, when you're generally trying to create code, Python, all these kind of things, you're speaking you have to learn their language, right? ChatGPT has now allowed you to speak English and it understands your language, converts it to its language, and it responds to you in a language that you can understand. So it's made it a lot more user-friendly. Like, one of the most interesting things I did was I created a playlist on Spotify using ChatGPT. And I asked it based on, I was like, I'm looking for certain frequencies of sound and music that can allow me to relax. So based on the statistics of what kind of frequencies empower that, create a playlist of 100 songs. And it did just that. Now, you can use the same ChatGPT to say, how can I create an atomic bomb? But it depends who's asking. Depends how you use it. The technology is there. We had this conversation, I'm now showing my age, but we had this conversation in the 90s about the internet, right? It was the same fear-mongering that people were talking about, the internet gives you access to blah, 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 it's going to be scary, this and that. But here we are, using the internet like it's normal, like it's water.
Yeah.
Y2K, what's that?
Yeah, but also I don't think, let's not make it sound as if all those dangers that, were associated with the internet.
Exactly, human beings are the danger.
Yeah, but it's made for human beings.
No, I understand that. But where does the accountability of the user come into play as opposed to the actual thing, right? You have to hold the user accountable to it. It's not necessarily the tool. It's how the person is using it.
Bro.
Everything around you can be a weapon. It depends on the person. If the person decides it's going to be a weapon, it's going to be a weapon. If the person decides it's going to be a fork to eat food, it's going to be a fork to eat food. It's the human being aspect that either makes it a friend or foe. But in isolation, it is a useful tool to empower.
Everything is useful tool, bro.
Possible, you don't agree with that.
Everything in this, even the atomic bomb you're talking about is a useful tool. It has its pros and cons.
To empower who?
To do what?
So to empower the oppressor, obviously.
Of course, yes. What are you talking about? If I want to take territories and then I have a nuclear bomb, I'll be feared.
So, like you just said, if you want to, so it's you. You're the human being.
That's what I'm saying. But
not the AI.
People want to use it.
How you use it is how you
we
use
have
it.
people.
Okay. Let's break it down to a typical example. Something that's so simple. Cars do get accidents. Does it mean you need to take car?
No,
you take car, obviously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with the AI.
Okay.
But making a car without airbag is dangerous.
Yes. So there's something called
Making a car without airbags.
Wait.
Making a car without airbags and then a car with airbags. Which one would you choose?
Obviously.
So he's drawing our attention to something we call policy.
That's it.
Policy and development. So these AIs that are being developed are being controlled. So you realize at first when ChatGPT came out, there were some questions you could ask it and it will give you answers. But now when you ask it, it will tell you that this is restricted. I cannot give you these answers. We are the policy. We are the one directing and developing these AIs. So even as I was coming out, right, I wrote something with the Meta AI to give me a response. And this is what it said. 1 second.
Okay.
It's the same question you're asking right now. I asked it, if I was to go to a show and I was supposed to talk about AI, what should I talk about? And if I'm supposed to take a stand against who is good and who is bad, what should I say? And this is what it said. AI's impact depends on its development, deployment, and use by humans. So whoever is going to govern this AI is going to be the one controlling it.
Bro, you see the word inside with the everything that will happen, it be human in decision way they take.
Of course.
But bad things they happen for the word inside.
Exactly.
If you can say the one way they happen, not be somebody where he wake up where he started they take action. So then the negative day, positive also do a day for
yes.
Okay, so then okay, fine.
So make it not
okay, I get everyone.
Then? If you're all
it's not AI, it's the human.
AI. The question is that is it friendly or is it foe? Where are they telling say genuinely? For me, I tell you say if you use them, say you they use them. What do they use them for? Be friendly. But even
so generally, you feel say you be friend or you be foe.
Me,
yeah.
I feel like in a life
you convince them, you say be friend.
No.
That's what he's saying right now.
I made my first this thing saying, if you use them personally, but me I think say like widely it be foe.
Widely before.
Yeah, widely.
Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. So we have to go on a commercial. I'm sorry. I'll let you talk. We have to go on a commercial break. Right. When we're back, right, let's look at the positive aspects. Let's list them. Right. The positive aspects as against the negative aspects. Then we can tell whether it's a friend or a foe.
I think we should do
We would also have to come to, for example, its usage in schools, like I mentioned, in universities and what have you. Because, Charlie, somebody go feel writing assignments come. I'm sorry, no disrespect to anyone, but you know the person in person. And when you did talk to oneself, say, hey, this one I see. So, and it's not like you are jealous or you are undermining the person, but it goes a long way to create problems.
Yeah.
We will come back to finish this conversation. But yes, you're still watching the BMPS show, and today, a very interesting conversation. This is something that matters to me, to all of us here on the set, to you at home, and to those of you who are watching on Facebook, YouTube, and what have you. AI, artificial intelligence, we believe that it has come to stay, just like the internet came and stayed. We've seen loads and loads of, benefits of the internet, and already we are projecting a lot of positive aspects to AI. What are the negative aspects as well? We're going for a very short commercial break. When we come, we weigh the two. But be a part of the conversation by simply leaving your comments if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, and add the hashtag the BMPS show and also BMPS on Joy Prime. I'm Kofi Hayford. We will be right back.
Drug abuse does not only affect the individual, but also has far-reaching implications on public health. From morbidities to mortalities to increased crime rates and even strain on our healthcare systems, the repercussions are staggering.
Globally, more than 11.8 million deaths are recorded each year as a result of drug misuse. From drug addiction to self-medication, the causes are numerous.
That is why you need to join us on Ask Your Pharmacist as we serve you a buffet of expert advice on your health and personalized care. with some doses of healthy living tips from our experienced pharmacists and other healthcare professionals.
So tune in to your award-winning health show, Ask Your Pharmacist, your prescription for a healthier lifestyle, every week right here on the station.
My name is Farm Nellen Ofori.
My name is Farm Dr. Yao Mfuafu.
And I am Queen Na Ayeli. Together, we bring you the season 4 of your favorite health show, Ask Your Pharmacist.
Ask Your Pharmacist Season 4 is proudly brought to you by Dragnet, the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana, Let Up Pharmaceuticals, Chango, Luex Healthcare, Samos Pharma Limited, Belacqua, Mega Life Sciences, and the Tema Christian Eye Center. This program is in partnership with the Ministry of Health. Media partners.
The Royal House Chapel International presents
Thank you so much for staying with us. You're still here on Joy Prime, and it's the BMPS show. Today, like I mentioned already, the conversation on board is AI, and I mean artificial intelligence, in everyday life. Is it a friend or a foe? Is it a friend or a foe? Guys, let's delve deep into it. So I'd like to come to you, Sammy. What are the benefits? What are the positive aspects of AI? I know, like, I listed quite a few of them. We said it enhances productivity. We're talking about virtual assistants, recommendation systems, autonomous vehicles, and what have you. What are some of the benefits of AI generally?
So technology has moved to a certain point where the gap between basic functions have been closed. So for instance, I don't know if you heard of this. KFC was trying to launch an AI shop. Where when you go there, the AI can help you to find the food that you need and just get your food quickly and leave the place without the hassle of fighting with someone. And, oh, I don't like this. Why did you put this one in? Why the blah, 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 blah. You get exactly what you need. You're asking earlier on if you can get your cocktail. You can actually get your cocktail.
That I know.
Yes. So after a certain point, they tried it for 2 years and it failed. Do you understand? Yes. But the question is, the positive aspect is it's going to make things faster. It's going to take away some certain people from the job field, which is also negative. Now, the question is, what happens to the guy who is training the AI now? He now gets a job. And the guy who...
but how many people are training the AI as compared to those who are going to lose their job?
That is where the shift is. That is where the shift is. So you no longer need to serve burgers anymore or serve cocktails anymore. But now you can use that, the same person who was serving cocktails, can use that same AI to create better cocktails and sell at a higher price. If he learns how to use these AIs, he will move further into his...
What about the guy that serves, the waiter or the waitress?
He can learn how to use it because he has more experience in using this AI, in serving the cocktail or making it up.
So he can do it.
Because he has the tricks in how to make it. He can sit down and talk to a computer for it to respond in a language, even mention the type of cocktail and the ingredients. A normal person cannot type it. Because the data, I can't understand what a mocktail or whatever is. But if someone who understands it behind, now, hey, I can tell you, okay, put 2 mixtures of this and that, balance it with this. I want the taste to be bright, blah, blah, blah. When he's done, the result that will come out will be different from you and I typing in the same AI that I want a mocktail. It will be different. Yes.
So things are going to be faster.
It will be faster.
Okay.
Things are going to be closed up and money is going to be saved.
What do you mean by that?
For instance, So for instance, let's say I have a company and I have 5 workers. I have a secretary who joins me in a meeting.
PA.
Yes. Someone who's at the gate answering questions, a whole lot of other stuff. Now, I have an AI that can sit with me in a meeting, draft all the tasks that were talked about in the meeting, summarize the whole meeting, and send me an email after. I don't even need to call her and say, where's the email, where's the summary from the meeting, why are you not responding, blah, blah, blah. We need to submit. No. just after the meeting, I get my summary drafted.
everything.
The names are tagged, the actions are tagged. Like, it's even better than the girl I hired. I'm telling you. If it's still, no. What about the boss? He saves his money. Exactly. So now I wouldn't.
But which one is better? Yeah. So let's be honest.
So
Nanye, which one is better? Which one is better? Creating employment and saving your money.
But hold on a second. The AI, see, I think you're looking at it a different way. The AI can actually create employment. Because first of all, I can use the AI to identify specifically my needs. Yeah? I say this as in my business, for example. I'm able to narrow down exactly what I need. I have an AI that can understand a bit further than where my limited imagination can go. Like I told you, it empowers your creativity. But you still need to have the creativity there. You need to know what you're using the AI for. Because
like everybody said, you know, we have people who do not have the creativity and just use AI. And that's
another simple example. The mobile phone. We had messengers.
Yes.
And the mobile phone was invented. Now you don't need to send someone to send a whole message to somebody else.
Yeah, that is
in a long distance. What happened to that guy? Did he die?
No. He learned how to use it.
Yes.
He learned how to use it.
He might even be the one training the next person on how to use a mobile phone.
Yeah.
But if you don't move, there's a book called Who Moved My Cheese? I don't know if you read that.
Yeah.
If you don't move with technology, it will overcome you and you fail and you die. That is it. I always say that AI is already with us. And a typical example is your mate in the trotro is having WhatsApp on the phone.
Yes.
There's already WhatsApp AI.
If he can't type, he can do a voice.
Yeah. It's here. Why are you standing on the side of the negative or the positive? Why don't you learn how to drive the car instead of complaining about how car kills people?
Okay.
It's that simple.
Okay, let's look at the, like the ethical and the social implications, right? For example, when it comes to ethics, we're talking about data privacy is an issue.
Good.
Algorithm bias and surveillance. How about that? Nanye, you seem to be very interested in AI. Aren't you scared? Because then, I think it was you, Sammy, we're talking about this on Joy FM.
Yeah.
And we're talking about how the iPhone, the Apple,
the personal AI
have actually, I think it's with the iOS 18, right?
the new
and how it can even intrude your privacy.
It can read your pictures,
your emails. So if you think that you have a hidden folder where
it already knows.
Like keeping all the naked pictures and all those.
It has seen it all.
AI has seen it. Nanye, aren't you scared for things like that?
Nah. No. If you say AI has seen it, doesn't mean that someone will intrude or something.
Who operates the AI?
So the AI now.
Who operates the AI?
Who operates the AI?
Yeah.
It's you, the humans.
So that
somebody created it. Somebody did the back end.
Somebody can go into your.
Don't you have anybody at the back end?
No, it's not supposed to be that way. It's supposed to run on its own.
I want to find out.
But who created it?
No, I want to find out.
The reason why, because there's nothing on this earth that nobody created.
Intrude into your privacy or in your. Can somebody?
That is where the risk is. That is where it becomes dangerous. It becomes seriously dangerous to the extent that even if you've taken a picture of your muscle, your leg, your knee, and then maybe your private part, this AI can take all these images because it can see all of them and knows it's you. Can put them together and draw a full naked person picture of you.
Let's see you.
Because it now has yeah. So blackmailing becomes easy.
You use a card to pay for stuff online. Have you paid for stuff online before? Yeah. People can break in and get your card details. Have you stopped?
No, I'm not saying we shouldn't. But what I'm saying is, I mean, the risk involved here is high.
No, it's very
high.
Why do you think, say, all right, people in the US, when the NSA wanted to listen to their private conversations and all that, they were against that?
My conversations aren't that X-rated, so you can listen.
It's about you,
It's not about you. It's always about me. I can't think about someone else. I don't care about your conversation. I don't care about my conversation. Do you think about my conversations?
Nanye, look, maybe you are thinking, maybe you're only thinking about the.
But you know what? With you,
Yeah.
When they go, because when they tell us now, you don't have the right to have a civilian on people. Then they won't see them house and things after 9/11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know about that?
Oh, sure.
So why do you think that the court was like, nah, you don't have the right to do that?
Yeah.
Now, more creating AI, so no one
So, bro. So let's talk about that, right? The surveillance, the algorithm bias, and all those other things that I mentioned.
So it's really dangerous. It can actually destroy your life. Dangerous. For instance, someone can blackmail you fully. That video that I'm talking about, that it can create the full human. It can create a video of you killing someone, raping someone, doing things you're not supposed to do. Right? This can only be stopped when there's policies, things guiding it. That's why they want to limit the AI production to only maybe Google and Microsoft and all these very well-known organizations, because there are some policies that if they don't raise up now, someone can create something somewhere and it will be very dangerous. They can, So the only scary part right now concerning AI is its early beginning, the beginning stage. Because right now nobody knows its capabilities, so we can't put a boundary around it. So when it comes out, it's very wild and fresh until it's governed. That's how it is. So ChatGPT comes out, it can do anything. People were even asking it how to code the ChatGPT itself so they can have their own copy of it. Yes. And it was giving answers until they put the boundaries there.
So my question would be say, ChatGPT, who created them?
Oh, better on the whether you.
No. The reason I'm saying that is because see, there's nothing on this earth.
Yeah, I get it. But what do you want the answer for, though?
Yes. Who created?
Is it the name you want to say Yaokwache or?
No.
Who created COVID?
Bro. They put it there. They know.
No, I said who created COVID.
Okay, but Possible is trying to make a very interesting. I don't know if you understand what he's trying to say. Like he's trying to say
that someone is behind.
Yes.
Well, it's not like maybe an individual.
Someone is behind.
You think?
Live.
You see, you mentioned. You made mention of the
live. Live.
You made mention of the word.
Use AI. Say they are only be way. But I'm saying on a broader way, no, it be dangerous.
Of course.
For now.
Benefit and also affect.
For now.
Now, present.
Yes. That's why you have to use.
He's talking about policies because I remember I also had a conversation with I've forgotten the name. She's from one of these universities. There's a university around Bosher. What's the name? Academic University, one of their professors, and she was talking about the essence and the need for creating policies around AI. But my question is, for example, you and I don't know, maybe if you can help. Until when? How long is it going to take? Because you see, between now and whenever these policies are going to come, a lot of things can be destroyed. Like, and the videos can, like you said, AI can create a video of me killing or raping someone. If someone does that and saves that video and uses it in 10 years, I'm going to go behind bars.
Then
you need a lawyer who
you did it.
So Daniel, I get your points about the humans behind the usage of AI. Right?
That is fact.
But apart from policies, how can we also control how people use AI, for example, in schools?
Okay.
Think about it. We have to go on a very short commercial break, so don't go anywhere. You want to find out exactly at the end of the show whether AI is a foe or a friend. We'll be right back.
The vision to possess the nations rests on the vibrancy of the local church.
When Jesus said, I will build my church, he hinted that the church is going to have an opposition in the devil. So if the church is going to have an opposition in the devil himself, then the church must be built to be strong.
This is where real practical ministry and congregational life exists. Our members are our greatest resource, and in their strength, we find strength. Welcome to Pentecost Hour, a religious broadcast of the Church of Pentecost that seeks to strengthen the local church through the word and prayer to be strong, cohesive, and impactful.
Pentecost Hour, God's timely word for our dying world.
elections cannot be won without women.
Beside every man is a powerful woman working tirelessly to bring them to the forefront.
The only way to rescue the country is to take our destinies into our own hands.
This week on the PL Show, we'll bring you two phenomenal women in politics whose passion is to empower other women to be financially independent.
I thought I could do something for them in order to be financially sound. Say yes, so sikane bi ni ho dada.
Kagana, that yet is sikaso, and so a comedian. Unfortunately, he came, and it was just a mere promise to get par.
The PL Show is brought to you by Kel Charcoal, Kel 360, and Kel Kicks Toothpaste.
Kel, happy smile.
To be relevant and abreast with time, society and the world. Then be ready for change. We'll bring you intriguing conversations, live performances, and of course, shocking revelation.
Mommy.
Yes, sponsor. What say?
My boyfriend caters for all my needs.
Yes. Shouldn't maybe some.
Annie. No, mommy. The word of God doesn't teach me that. My body is not for fornication. I'm sorry, Dad.
Use what you have to get what you want.
No, my Bonnie, I can't sin against God.
Hey, wait, for this guy, yes, not fetch your school fees. What? Come on, share. Ah, no question.
Am I going through all this because I'm serving Christ? And I'm in American.
Onya se uwon situation yi mu bia anamon ben na obetu enye hwe osofo bimpon yebo a memni dey e wo Joy Prime at 5:30 a.m. any Adum TV anopa nonson.
Alrighty, the conversation is always heated behind the scenes. Unfortunately, you don't get to see those ones. But trust me that whatever we're showing you on your screens is exactly what you need to know. So, guys, we have just 5 minutes to wrap this conversation up. Possible? Okay. Modern rock.
Yes.
After all these things, all right.
Yes.
Hold on. Before I come to you, let's touch that. Let's touch on that briefly, right?
So the school stuff.
The school.
So, like, with every new tool that comes out, there must be people who understand it and orient those who use it. For instance, the school cannot just get up and use any AI. Because Gemini AI has had issues with Reddit. I don't even know Reddit.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, we know Reddit.
because they partnered together and started taking information and data from Reddit. But Reddit's a dangerous platform, so the result are coming out to a bit not so clear. So for any school to decide to use any AI, they have to go through training. For instance, whoever is going to allow them to use the AI must understand which AI they are supposed to select and use.
Okay, so you are talking about the institution using the AI, but I'm talking about the students in the school beating the system and using it for assignments. So, is it a crime? Do you think it's a crime to use AI to do your assignments?
No. But it depends how you use it.
Okay.
Okay, well.
I don't ask one question. So if, let's say, you go AI, go type the question for the way give you, in the same class, you go type the same question.
The same answer.
So you go get the same answer?
No.
It's likely not, but very close.
It could be close. But it won't be the same.
Yeah, but that's not even the problem. My problem is, look, if I give my lecturer the impression that I am good, I used AI to study, right? I didn't even use it to study. Let's say you have 30%.
Let me help you here. Let me help you here.
Okay.
The only thing that it can do is now raise us further. So instead of asking a simple question like, what is this? You have to now ask a question that would be so difficult for someone to just type directly and get the answer.
Okay. But I mean,
so now you begin to think
further. Forget all that. I mean, for me, like, look, at the end of the day, if I was in uni now, right, I have an idea of the kind of information that I'm trying to do. So I may ask specific questions to add value to whatever I already have. So I may have an idea of, okay, you know what, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about that. I have this interest here. These are some points I've raised. I might say, okay, you know what, this is what I have at the moment. Please generate a more structured format of what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
These are the reference points or whatever. Please also make sure it's Harvard reference, you know, wherever, whatever. And my character limit is this and that. Please include blah, 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 based on this and that, this additional information. And then it structures it. That one, I think is a very good way of using.
So you think the positives on that is way higher than the negatives?
I think the people that find a way of adding value to themselves with
are the
AI
ones that
will be the successful ones.
Simon, do you believe that it's also going to help in health?
It's going to help, but
in healthcare. I mean, he's taking, you know, care of the education, but in healthcare, aviation, and what have you?
So, for instance, there's emergency, something happening to someone. What do you do in that case before the ambulance comes to pick the person up? So there's ChatGPT. You can take a picture of what's going on. Ask, okay, my friend just fell down. He's not moving. You tell, okay, straight the legs out.
CPR and all that.
Put the legs.
So there's one very big question: how much can we trust the information that AI provides?
As much as you can trust another person you ask.
That is why there's bench.
How much you think when you assist the ask me?
This is where we feel.
No, but I think it's not the same thing. If
you can trust Google, you can trust them.
Yeah, I don't really trust Google. You must be wise to use Google.
Yes. This is where we feel in understanding this AI. There's something called benchmarking. These AIs are tested in which field they are performing best. So some AIs can be tested in medicine, and they can perform best in medicine. So when it comes to that, don't go and ask an AI for image generation to come and give you answers. It will give you wrong answers. You can ask Snapchat AI for emergency scenario. It might even make a joke out of it. You end up killing the person. But if you understand specific AI and what they do at a specific time, you would want to ask those ones, right? Exactly. So the new calculator for Apple can solve math questions. But you can't do the same thing with the ChatGPT. It will give you issues because it can't read your handwriting. But you have to now type it out. So everyone has their own place that they perform.
On a big scale, talking about, for example, African economies, how is AI looking like?
Big time. I think it bridges the gap between the knowledge gap. So I think, you know, other countries, other continents, one of the advantages they have over Africa is research. Right? So empirical research in particular. So a lot of these, always led by universities in particular. UK, for example, at least 26 institutions are research focused. America, another 50 are research focused. So everything is empirical data where they're getting information to be able to create something better. We don't really have the resources to do that. And also, there is not much of a desire of students to go into that. Because we Africa, we go for survival subjects. Accounting, law, things that might give you a salary. You have to be really passionate about it. ChatGPT fills in that gap, big time.
So it's going to help our economies.
If you use it well.
Okay, so I think that's the bottom line today. Unfortunately, I've run out of time, so thanks a lot for joining us. Maybe we will have a part 2 of this conversation. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We're done. We have to go. Oliver has been blown away. But you can watch this episode again on Facebook and YouTube at Joy Prime TV, all right? Thank you very much for being a part of it. Shouts to Tapa and shouts to the production team. Shouts to Johnny Walker, Black Label. And shouts to you, our amazing viewers, for being a part of today's episode. I'm Kofi Hayford, and we will be on your screens again on Sunday for the repeat, but also next week, Thursday, for another exciting edition. Enjoy the rest of the week.